They laughed, but he was seeing the universe.
The year was 1945, and inside a modest home in Princeton, New Jersey, the man who had redefined the universe was sitting down to explain a secret. By this time, Albert Einstein was a naturalized American citizen, an icon of the 20th century, and the genius who had given the United States the theoretical edge in the atomic age. But when a French mathematician named Jacques Hadamard reached out to ask Einstein how his brain actually worked, the answer Einstein gave was not what the scientific community expected. In fact, it completely shattered the stereotype of the logical scientist. While the vast majority of physicists and mathematicians in American universities were obsessed with rigid symbols, complex equations, and verbal logic, Einstein admitted that he was different. In a candid letter, he revealed that he didn't think in words at all. He didn't think in mathematical formulas either. Einstein confessed that his mechanism of thought relied entirely on visual images and physical feelings. He told Hadamard that before he could write down a theory, he had to engage in what he called combinatory play, a chaotic, imaginative game where he would visualize objects moving, merging, and shifting in his mind's eye. This admission highlighted a fascinating truth about his most famous discoveries. Years prior, when he was just a teenager, he didn't discover the theory of special relativity by staring at a chalkboard full of numbers. He discovered it by closing his eyes and imagining he was riding alongside a beam of light. He asked himself a simple visual question. If I travel at the speed of light and look at the beam next to me, would it appear frozen? That mental picture, not a textbook, changed physics forever. Later, when developing general relativity, he didn't start with calculus. He started with a physical sensation. He imagined a man falling off the side of a building and realized that while falling, the man would not feel his own weight. Einstein called this the happiest thought of my life. He quite literally felt the laws of gravity in his muscles before he ever translated them into the language of mathematics. Einstein's confession in Princeton proved that his genius wasn't about processing power or memorization. It was about the American spirit of unbridled creativity. He viewed logic as a tool to clean up the work after the imagination had finished playing. As he famously told his students, "I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterward." In the end, Einstein taught the world that true intelligence isn't about knowing what to think, but knowing how to dream.
Events are fleeting, but ideas endure. Great minds see beyond the moment, the unboring past.